All right. All right, guys. It's that time. We are literally just days away from literally the biggest wrestling event of the year, minus whatever the WWE tells you. This event solely being funded by these three gentlemen here, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, and Cody Rhodes. It is a stellar card full of quite a few good matches that I can't wait to watch. A lot of hype behind this. The show sold out in less than 30 minutes to a 10,000-seater. No one in America has done that since WCW has closed its doors. Like I said, this is a very big deal. Hopefully, it's just the start of all-in events. The rumor is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega's contracts are coming up in the next month or so. And, of course, the Evil Empire, Vince, wants to make a play for them. Hopefully, they don't go. I mean, yeah, they want a legacy. They have a legacy, but I mean, they've never won the WWE titles. So I'm sure the Young Bucks, they might go, but you never know. Like I said, they don't need them. These guys are merchandise movers, but they don't have that on their resume, WWE Tag Team Champions. If they go, I see them slowly getting booked like how Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are. WWE just wants them for the merch, for the figures, but they're not going to push them that hard. I can promise you that. Anyways, it's not about that. But this pay-per-view, the rumor mill, of course, there's the constantly present CM Punk. Will he, won't he, will he show up? Will he get involved in the card? He was involved with the press conference to the All In event, but they didn't need him because the tickets had already sold out before the press conference, so they didn't need the extra star power. He did get involved with promotional events afterwards for All In, and there was the Young Bucks openly made a play for him to be involved again recently in the last week or two. Now, if they get him, of course they're not going to say it, because it's going to be the world's biggest pipe bomb if he hits the ring at All In. So, of course, there's the ever-present CM Punk factor to make this event even bigger. Then there is the newly released Neville. He was released this last week. He's been off TV for almost a year, so the 90-day clause, I would think, has already been in effect. Nick Jackson, again, hinted at him possibly being involved. He was always on their radar, but the WWE had never released him from his contract. It was frozen. There was all the speculation. He was fired, he was let go, but he wasn't this whole time. He was just sitting at home getting paid. But Neville is a free man, and he is being kicked around again as a possible appearance. I don't know, as a wrestler, I mean, even if it can happen, like I said, I don't know about the contract deal with the WWE. I'm sure they could scramble and get somebody to wrestle him, but I mean, at this point, we're literally days away. But like I said, I wouldn't put it past them whatsoever. If they can get him, I guarantee you he will be on the card. You're probably asking now, how can we see All In? All In will be on standard pay-per-view. I've already looked. That's how I'm getting it. You can get it on the Fight Network. I would have done it there, and it's supported PWU. They would have gotten a percentage, but you can only do it by streaming it from your phone onto your smart TV, and I'm going to be doing live reactions for it, so I didn't go that path, but I would if I had to. If you're a Ring of Honor Club member, you get to watch it for free. It is also going to be on the WGN America channel, 1 hour for free for all you broke jokes who want to still catch some of the action. You can watch it there. I'm sure there's other platforms, but I don't know about it. So it's, like I said, September 1st. It starts, well, if it's on WGN at 6, obviously there's a pre-show. So officially it starts at 7, but the pre-show will be at 6. All right, this will likely probably be the first thing on the card. It is the over-the-top rope battle royal. It's going to have a few indie darlings. It's going to have some vets. It's going to have Ring of Honor guys. And as you can see, a girl, and I can't remember her name. But as you can see here, that is Moose, Colt Cabana is going to be in there. I already know Billy Gunn is going to be in there. I don't know who the guy on the right is, and I can't remember the guy's name in the middle. But the winner of this event, this match, gets to face Jay Lethal later on in the night for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship title. So this is a big deal. Originally, it was supposed to be 12 guys, and I heard it went up to 15. And the last I heard, there's over 20 people involved in this card, or this match. So this will be a big pop moment on the show. It'll be almost like, if not like the gimmick battle royal at WrestleMania 17, except with a mixture of dudes, probably from New Japan, Ring of Honor, like I said, the Indies and whatnot. And Impact, obviously, because that's Moose. So, can't predict who I think is going to win this, because I don't know all the entrants, but that's just the match on the card. Next up on the card is a tag team match. This is far from being a filler match, that's for sure. It's them boys, the Briscoes, versus Frankie Kazarian and Scorpion Skye. This should be a knockout brawl, especially being that the Briscoes are involved. I was always hoping that they'd get a WWE call-up and be like the crazy first cousins of the Wyatt family. Man, that would have made for a great storyline. But as I digress, who do I think will win this match? These teams have fought many times before. Obviously, the Briscoes are more highly decorated. And I'm going to go with them probably coming out on top. I mean, these guys are all veterans of the ring, but I don't know. I don't know that I would see the Briscoes losing, but maybe they would. I mean, it's not like they're putting over a fresh new rookie team or anything, passing the torch. These are veteran teams. My pick, like I said, it's going to be the Briscoes over Frankie and Skye. Next up on the card, it's going to be Joey Jampanella with Penelope Ford versus Hangman Page. Joey is an indie darling. He was at some recent event and thoroughly impressed, and it was one of the reasons why he got on the card. I can't remember the name of the event, but he is very big on the indies. So this is going to be a big test for him going up against Bullet Club member Hangman Page. Who do I think is going to win here? A lot of this has to do with helping the business, this whole pay-per-view. So this I could possibly see Hangman putting over Joey, or Joey or Hangman. Well, I was going to say, or Hangman winning by DQ. But, geez, I don't know. I've never seen Joey wrestle, so this would be a first for me. Like I said, I have a feeling they're going to put him over here in this match. So I'm just going to pick him going over the Hangman. But if what I hear is true, this should be another impressive match. I know I've seen Hangman wrestle, and he can go. So this one will probably be a very acrobatic match. But I'm going to pick Joey. Next up on the card is a four-way women's match. Madison Rayne, Tessa Blanchard, what is her name? Something Baker, and Chelsea Green, a.k.a. Lauren Van Ness, duking it out. Blanchard is the recently crowned women's champion of Impact. She will be the big dog of this match. I know that Baker Girl is supposed to be another indie darling, and I don't know what Green is doing on this card, if she's just fulfilling her contract. Last I heard, she was signed to the WWE. She had a tryout match with Robbie E. At the same time, and it later came out she was supposed to be signed. But maybe the WWE is letting her, well, not letting her. If she signed a contract, she has to do this. Just like they don't want Rey Mysterio Jr. on this card either, but he's doing it. Who do I think is going to win this one? My pick is probably Tessa Blanchard. Or my next pick is going to be Chelsea Green. I think that at this stage in her career, Madison Rayne is just basically putting people over. She was in the Impact tournament. Or no, she was on Impact recently, yeah, she recently in a losing effort at Slammiversary to Su Yung. She was in the Ring of Honor tournament to crown the first women's champion. She's been basically, like I said, putting over new talent, like a good veteran does. So, like I said, I think it's going to probably be Tessa Blanchard coming out on top, and that's who I'm going to go with on this pick. Should be very good because they all consider them a part of the women's evolution. I mean, so I don't think there's going to be a sleeper here in this match. I think this match will be another great match on the card to watch. Next match on the card, it is the Fallen Angel, King of the Indies, Christopher Daniels versus Stephen Amell, the Arrow Star. He is probably some of you people have seen was when he was on that SummerSlam card with I don't remember who he was with, Neville versus Cody Rhodes, and I think it was Bray, or not Bray, the English dude with the crooked nose. I can't think of his name right now. Wade Barrett. But these two have had a feud. If I remember right, Daniels jumped him at some point. They've basically been going back and forth on Twitter. Daniels being mad he's on this card, using his Hollywood fame to get into the wrestling world, etc., etc. There's no way, I do not see at all. I know Cody Rhodes is very good friends with Amell, but I just don't see it. Christopher Daniels will get the pin here, unless he just really feels like being a nice guy and putting Steven over, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. But I'm going to pick Christopher Daniels. That is just the safe bet, in my opinion. Next up on the card, it's going to be Jay Lethal versus whoever is the winner of the over-the-top Battle Royal. Like I said, insert winner here. Who's going to win? It ain't going to be the winner, that's for damn sure. But it'll be someone interesting to hype this match up. Like I said, if it's true, there's 20-something people involved in this match now. I only know a few of the names. I'm sure there's quite a few surprises that are going to be in there. I'm sure Flip Gordon that's probably how he's going to get his rear on the card. I would expect him to show up. But like I said, whoever this is, I'm sure it's going to be big, another big match, and I can't wait to see who wins and faces Lethal. But I will say whoever it is, Lethal is going to win, plain and simple. Next up on the card, this should have everybody excited. The NWA title is rising back to prominence again. I love watching their little YouTube clips. Being the Elite has hitched their wagon to Nick Aldis and the NWA. This started originally, it was going to be Cody Rhodes, title for title, the Ring of Honor title when he was champion versus Nick Aldis, but of course he lost the title. Didn't regain it in a rematch or the recent Fatal 4-Way they had where Jay won. If I remember right, so Cody Rhodes put his Ring of Honor championship ring on the line versus Nick Aldis' NWA heavyweight title. For some weird reason, I see Cody Rhodes winning this because, one, it would be a huge thing for the NWA to score Cody as a champion, and they would know he wants to be champion because that title was once held by his father. And like Cody said, he doesn't want that title because it was something that used to sit on his dad's desk. He wants it because he wants to build to his legacy. Both of these guys can go. Cody is super talented. Nick Aldis has always been good. This has a lot of potential, and I'm sure it's going to shock the heck out of all of us watching. Like I said, I think I'm just going to go with it, even though a lot of people probably won't predict that, but I'm going to say Cody Rhodes wins and becomes the NWA heavyweight title, the owner of the 20 pounds of gold. I think, no, actually that was the 10 pounds of gold. Next on the card, even this one has me excited. I can't wait to watch this match. This is a big match for Marty because he's considered a lightweight, or what do they call it? What do they call it in New Japan? A lightweight? Featherweight? It's something weird. They do classes in New Japan, and he's in that type of class, while Okada is considered a heavyweight. So they've been playing this up a lot on being the elite. Like I said, this is huge for Marty. Do I see Okada losing to Marty? I don't know, man. Okada is fantastic. Marty is not... I mean, he's not shabby. He's a very good wrestler, but Okada is on a whole nother level. These two should kill it, though. But I don't know. If Marty Scarl wins, like I said, that's like getting a winning lottery ticket for him in the wrestling world. Not that he needs it. He is a very successful wrestler. But I'm going to lean towards Okada over Marty Scarl on this one. Next up on the card, just looking at this, if you don't get excited, there's something wrong with you. Even Kenny Omega is worried about this match. It's Kenny Omega versus Pentagon Jr., folks. This should be the main event, but it's not. But this is going to be an explosive barn burner. Just coming off the Slammiversary, watching Pentagon wrestle. I've seen him wrestle before, but I'm seeing, just off of that match alone, you guys missed a great match versus Sami Callihan and Pentagon. But this here, like I said, this should be the main event, but Omega is being very nice, and he's not taking the spotlight in any means whatsoever. But who do I think is going to win here? Both. Like in one of my news blogs, you've heard me say I've considered Pentagon to be on the same level that Omega is, especially free agent-wise in the wrestling world. I mean, literally, it's got to be Omega, Okada, Pentagon Jr. Well, I know a lot of people are going to argue with me. You know, they have their own top 3, top 5, but Pentagon Jr. is definitely in the top 5, if not the top 3. So, like I said, this is a stellar match here. This is the big money match in my eyes. Who do I think is going to win? I don't know, man. Everybody's going to say Omega. In my heart, I want to say Pentagon. But this is an all-in event. I mean, it's all in. So I'm just going to say Kenny Omega, but I really want to say Pentagon Black. So, yeah, Kenny over Pentagon. Final on the card, I do believe this is the main event. It is Phoenix, the brother of Pentagon, Rey Mysterio Jr., Indie Darling Desperado, I'm sure most of you don't know who that is, versus a faction of the Golden Elite, Nick and Matt Jackson. Oh, God, what is his name? Coda. It's Coda. Yeah, I was having a brain fart there. It's Coda. And it's not Desperado. My bad. It's Bandito. Indie Darling Bandito. Now, this is the main event for a reason. The Young Bucks are amazing. Rey Mysterio is going to want to showcase. Phoenix is amazing. I don't know anything about Bandito. These guys are going to kill it for sure. And I can't wait to watch this match. This is going to probably be the match that has everybody talking. Like I said, this is an all-in event. This is the main event. Unless these guys are really feeling nice about it, they would let the other team win. Maybe as a favor for Rey for being on the card, but Rey really wanted to be on it. I shouldn't be like downplaying this card or anything, or the people on it, but oh, geez. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Phoenix, Bandito, and Rey Mysterio win. But I'm probably going to be wrong big time. I guess we're going to have to. So that's it, guys. That is the card. If you don't know, now you know. Be a part of this big event. Support it. Help this grow. Like I said, I want there to be an all-in 2, an all-in 3, an all-in 4. Every year it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. It'll be Ring of Honor, New Japan's, whatever. It'll be their... Well, they already have their own event. This is really not their event. This is the Young Bucks and Cody's event. Like I said, I want this to grow. This is great for the business. Competition helps, contrary to what Vince and crew want. Really, this is history in the making for wrestling, for the wrestling world. And I don't think anybody wants to miss out on this. Like I said, September 1st, 6 o'clock on the WGN network for a free first hour pre-show. And then at 7 o'clock, the show starts. Don't miss history, folks. Go and order now. Oh, it's $40. They intentionally made the show cheaper. They didn't want it to be the price of a WWE pay-per-view or a UFC event, and they made it reasonable. And $40, I'm still happy with. I would have gotten it for $75. It doesn't matter. I want to watch this card. But anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you're most looking forward to watching on the card. What are your predictions? Hit like I said, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss future content. I think that's it for now, guys. Mad Viking out.